Hello po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Tito Kenny at ito ang Kano sa Kusina. Ako din yan. I guess you could say, I'm beside myself. Wait lang. Oy, gusto mo ba nilagang baboy? Oh, ako din. Sige na, magluto tayo.
Now for today's adventure, we're going to be using just about a pound of pork loin. You want a little bit of fat on your pork. That's what gives the flavor into the stew really, really well. You can use other meats you like. You can use beef, you can use lamb, you can use goat, whatever strikes your fancy. But because we're making Nilagang Baboy, it has to be pork. Now once that's all cut up, you can put it in a bowl with a liberal amount of salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. Now give it a really good mix, and then set it aside. Now I've got a whole bowl of garlic here because I like garlic. Give it a smash, flatten it, and then we're going to chop it up into large chunks. We're not mincing here. We want big chunks in there. Next, get your onion. Same idea. Peel the onion and chop it into quarters and then half again. So you'll have a total of 8 sections of the onion. Fresh green beans are a must. I do not recommend trying to use canned beans or frozen. Fresh is the best way to go in this case. Now if they're too long, chop them in half. But in this case, they were just a little bit wider than my hand, which is just about right. Fresh corn cobs were on sale this week, so I'm using those. But in this case, you can use those frozen cobettes I see at the freezer. Just pull together as many as you like, and there you go. Now here's the complete list of the ingredients. Got our chopped garlic and onions, potatoes we cut earlier, and some green beans. We've also got the corn on the cob here. And aromatics we have our fish sauce, a chicken and a pork bouillon cube, black pepper, and coarsely chopped cabbage. Now if you're still here with me, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button above my head, hit that thumbs up, and the notification bell to let you know each time I post a new video. Okay, magluto tayo. Now in a hot soup pot, pour in your oil and add your garlic. We're not trying to cook the garlic all the way, but rather just sweat it a bit. Keep it moving, we don't want to burn it. Good job. Now what you're looking for is a little bit of brown, just a little bit of brown. When you see it, it's ready for the protein. Let's get the meat in there. Ooh, wow, I'm loving the sizzle. Now keep that meat moving around, get it all coated up with the garlic. Once you're happy with that, go ahead and let it sit for about 8 or 10 minutes on a medium heat. Keep checking it from time to time to see for doneness. As you can see here, the meat still has quite a bit of pink on it. Right there. It's not quite ready. Cover back up for another 6 or 8 minutes. And here we go. As you can see, a lot more juices have come out of the pork. And we're looking for that rich pork juice in the bottom of the pan. When you see that, it's time to add the onions. Don't worry about breaking them up right now. Just mix them in. They'll break apart as they cook. Give it a good stir up and cover it up again. Well, I was getting way too excited. I forgot to record. But anyway, I've got about 3 cups of water here and a bouillon cube in there already. Here's my 4th cup of water. I'll put in some black pepper and my 2nd bouillon cube. Give this a little bit of stir around and then cover it up to simmer. After about 8 or 10 minutes, we need to get up and take out the scum. This congealed protein comes from the meat and it will not dissolve. It's going to cloud your soup and give it kind of a funky aftertaste. You'll do this several times throughout the cooking process. Just open the lid and take off the dirty parts at the edges, the foam. Now we can add our corn and the potatoes. They take the longest to cook. The potatoes are going to be our timer, in a way. At this point, cover it up, but leave the lid cracked a little bit to prevent it from over boiling. Time for a skim. Need to get that stuff out of there. Let's check the potato for doneness. Nope, nowhere near. So we have more time. I'm going to cover it up for another 8 minutes or so. Alright, let's check it out. Another session of skimming. Potatoes about halfway cooked through, so now we can add our green beans and the cabbage. And then pour in the patis, the fish sauce. Close the lid, let that simmer for no more than 10 minutes, and we're ready to serve up. First, let's give it a taste test. Look how rich that broth looks. And as expected, it's very good. Turn off the heat, you're ready to serve. Now it's time to plate up. Let's put all our vegetables into a nice big bowl. Get your corn, your green beans, your cabbage. Don't forget the potatoes and the pork. Just pile it right up in there.
Wow!
It happens. Even the kitty gets to enjoy our soup. Mukhang masarap yan. Sige, kain na tayo.